I think all of us know about, especially in 2018, things start to be more digital. Everything is being like totally digital. Last 5 years, actually, we start to see everything is going to more digital. We are buying our stuff from the internet. We are searching information on the internet. And the technology companies, and actually all the companies, start to bring their products to internet. That is actually what we are doing in our business as well. We are trying to attract people on the internet, on the social media, and use the power of the digital existence. Andre, can you mute down the people? Yes.
Sir,
so
are you recording?
What I'm saying is,
are
yes.
you recording?
Yes, we are recording it right now.
Good.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, in last 10 to 5 years, all the companies, all the commercial existence try to put their business on the internet. That's what we did, as I said before. We have the websites, we are using the social media, all the information what we can use actually to make ourselves and our product known more, we are using. But something recently started to be very interesting, and I want you to take a focus on this. Especially in 2017 and 2018, the big companies who were actively using the power of the digital background, they start to go more analog sites as well. I will give you one example. One of my friends from Istanbul, we were speaking together, he decided to buy a Kindle. You know what is Kindle? The digital book reading device, which is using a kind of like digital ink, and you can put a lot of books inside. You can put 80, 90 books inside. And when you say Kindle, obviously the place where you can buy a Kindle is Amazon. I think we all know Amazon. Amazon is one of the first biggest online store in the world, in the United States. Amazon is selling Kindle as well. So when I spoke with my friend, I said the place to buy it is actually Amazon, because Amazon, this is a product of Amazon. After a couple of days, he said to me that he bought a Kindle. He bought it from Amazon, but he didn't buy it from internet. He went to a store, which is actually Amazon's store, and he entered inside and he searched the product and he found it. So basically, then I see that Amazon started to open stores last 1-2 years all around the world. That was very interesting, because Amazon is one of the first book-selling online store, and now, last 2 years, this huge company from United States, they start to open shops all around the world. It was a little bit interesting, but when you investigate more, you start to see things very interesting as well. Let me show you a couple of things. For example, here, this is the shop of the Amazon. I think you can see my screen. It's an example of an Amazon store. So this huge internet company start to go to retail on the street. But what they did is actually they connected the technology, the digital version of how they are doing it. And they kind of like use the analog systems combining with the digital systems. And at the end of the day, they have a normal store which people can make their purchases inside by using their technological devices. And then, obviously, they start to go for a different structure, which is Amazon Go. Basically, when you are entering to this store, you just show your telephone to entrance, and everything what you buy inside is automatically adding to your shopping list. And when you go out, you just pay it again with your telephone. So there is no any individual person in the shop. Everything is being online. So it started to take people's attention. And then what they did is actually they put a lot of different products in these kinds of shops. So basically people are going inside using all the technological, the digital background, and walking out by paying with their telephones or with their digital devices. And they also start to use the augmented reality, which is like when you are in the shop with your technological device, with your digital device, you are using the efficiency of these kinds of devices, which helps you to make more purchase. Actually, what they did is they made everything like a game, like a computer game, because the fashion which you were just going, sitting in your computer and buying stuff from your internet is actually became so public, so used by a lot of people. So to take people's attention, Amazon followed a way like that. And I can say that they became very successful. As in this picture, you can see that every product in the Amazon, you can make the purchase with the QR codes. But what happened was the other huge company in the other side of the world, Alibaba, I'm sure you heard about that as well. They also created some shops. And in these shops, people are just using the technological devices again to make all their shopping needs. That was like super interesting because these big companies are totally the monsters, the giants of the e-commerce. So basically what people are doing is they are going back to a structure where the digital and the analog systems are actually combined together. I will come now why I am telling all these stories to you. So at the end of the day, you just walk to an Alibaba shop. As far as I remember, they call it something like Hema or something like that. You just walk inside, you use your telephone, you use the technological devices. What is with you, Andre? Can you mute? You use the technological devices, what you have with you, and you just make your purchase like that. So at the end of the day, why I am saying all these things is, as we said in our videos with Anders, what we made, you can, after the webinar, you can go and watch in our WIN, Worldwide Investment Network Facebook page, what Anders says. We are kind of like coming back to more analog life by using the digital devices. So people are actually not only sitting in their computers anymore. They are using their computers to be more efficient in the real world. So if you, for example, I will give another example to this subject. Before, as you remember, computers have speakers and everything was integrated in it. When you buy, or the telephones was making advertisement with polyphonic sound system, this and that. Now, the technology grown so big. Now the speakers have computer in it. Now the cameras have computer in it. Now our air conditions start to have computer in it. So basically, the technology, the purchase needs, the lead generation tactics are changing in the world. Let me stop this, yes. At the end of the day, the reason that I'm telling all this story to you is you have to think, stand out from the crowded, because everybody right now is using the same tactics, same ways, same marketing ways to advertise their product. But the people who is making it more personal, more one-to-one, more active about what they are doing is taking attention at the moment. We were talking about this last week. Actually, this is a company from Sweden. The founder of the company died, I think, a couple of weeks ago. You 100%, you know it better than me. IKEA. Actually, it's in English, it's IKEA, but I will call IKEA. It's in Turkish also IKEA. They call it in the marketing strategies, they call it like IKEA effect. Because when you buy something from IKEA, you bring it to your home and you set up it by yourself. Let's say that you want to buy a bookshelf. You can go to a furniture shop, you can buy it from there and put to your house. But actually why IKEA was so much popular was because when you buy something from there, you bring it to your home with your children, with your girlfriend, with your husband, with your wife, you make it together. So you put something from you to this item, what you put to your house. So it has a heart attached in your understanding if you compare with the other products, what you buy. So that's why in marketing, perspective, they call it the IKEA effect, to involve the customer, to involve the buyers to the production or to the contribution of the product, what they are doing all together. So at the end of the day, from the digital part, from the analog part, how these companies are doing all these things, what is the importance of involving yourself and your customers to the physical sales purchase, we come to this conclusion, to this result. What we have to do in our business, especially when you're advertising the lifestyle, the properties, because this is the product what we are selling and we are earning income, we are making a financial source for everybody from this business, you have to think a little more stand out from the crowd. Because when you investigate the real estate companies, when you check their Facebook pages, when you see their websites, you almost see the same things. So for a property buyer, if you are not thinking about to buy a property, but if you will be engaged to buy a property by the advertisement, what you see, it's very interesting, but everybody is using the same tactics. That's why we said from the beginning that let's make it like more lifestyle. As you remember, we are not selling properties. Nobody is interested to buy properties by themselves. I mean like the individual properties. Obviously, it is related with the climate, with the location, with the specific situations of where these properties are. The quality, of course, very important. The heating system, the view, everything is like perfectly important. But more important than the specific properties of these properties is actually where are they, or why you want to have a property in the sun. So when we think from this perspective, you see that the people who you try to attract, who you try to involve to your business, they need something personally from you. They need your personal touch and they need your personal experiences, because everybody will listen to your story and they will imagine themselves in your stories. They will see themselves in your photos. They will see how they will do it by themselves when you tell that how was your last summer or how was your experiences. They will not think or they will not buy a property because you guys enjoyed it. They will go to buy a property because they think that they will like it, they will enjoy it. So what we should do basically to attract more people is to engage them, to speak with them. Instead of making a post saying that these are the properties, we will be here, this is perfect, enjoy it. Try to engage these people. Don't be shy. We called this a lot of times before. We said this a lot of times before in our other webinars as well. Don't be afraid or don't be shy about what you are showing to people, because the thing what you are doing is actually is a need of the population who you are talking with. So you have to be very personal. Instead of speaking to crowded in front of you, you have to make something more personal. Let me give you an example. If you check the social media, and if you see the photos or if you see the videos which takes much more like, these are something more personal. For example, if somebody lost something, if somebody dies, if somebody marries, if somebody have a new baby, or if somebody buys something new, a new house or a new car, these kinds of posts are taking more attention. So basically, what I'm saying is, instead of just the job will be done and I made some posts, try to attract the people. Think about the list of the people who you have. We talked about first circle before. Think about the people who is around you, who will see these posts and what they will think and what you want them to think, and make your posts according to that. Don't think that, okay, I will just choose some nice photos and put it there and wait that somebody will show attention. Instead of doing that, put something and directly ask people questions. I am trying to follow all the winners' social media as much as I can. For example, I think it was Ingrid post that sent a photo, and one of her friends asked that, where is it? Is it something like Greece? But Ingrid said that it is North Cyprus, I want you to come. Something like this, as far as I remember. This is the engagement. That's very good. And instead of being very public, try to touch to other people on the internet, as Amazon did. Instead of putting their websites in front of or on the internet and put it to public, instead of doing that, they made stores. They start to engage with the people. They start to attract them with the toys. They start to take attention of these people. You can use your telephone in this shop, in this corner. So people came there to make interactive relations with the company. Because to put it to public and wait for the customer population is, unfortunately, it's being less and less famous at the moment. As I gave the example of Kindle, you know, if you check from the internet, the online book consumers, the percentage is going down. It's very interesting, but it's going down and down and down. Instead of doing that, people are still buying the proper books, and the sales rates of the proper books are going more high. Because when you enjoy a book, as I said, you have a kind of emotional attachment with this physical thing. So what you should do is, when you are advertising the lifestyle and the properties, obviously, if you can manage to bring these people to the sun, that is perfect. That's what we want, actually, to help you to finish the sales. But instead of doing that, you should involve people. You should give them some things that they will show reaction. Make some posts on the internet, but this post will be directly to the people. Because if you make a connection with somebody, the other people wants to involve as well. But if you put a very nice photo in front of everybody, people are looking at it, but unfortunately, they are not showing more attention. Because the internet is free. Before, when somebody wants to make something, they were saying like this, nobody is helping me to, or none of the big companies or none of my family members is helping in my business, so I cannot be big, or the government is not helping me, so I cannot be big. In our century, this is not working anymore. Because if you are doing something good, there is internet. People find you easily. If you are riding a bike with one hand, it's not interesting anymore, because you see a video on YouTube, the other guy is riding a bike without holding the hands. But that is not interesting, because the other guy in YouTube is just riding the bike with one leg on it. And the other one is almost like riding it with fingers, only fingers. So that's why what I'm trying to say is there is no any excuse about you cannot do anything. As far as you have the internet, Andre, can you? Yeah. As far as you have the internet and as far as you can make one-to-one connections with the people, there is no way that you will not take their attention. Other way, it is not being that people are watching, they see that you are doing something, they see that you have a nice lifestyle, they see, but they don't make action. To make this action, you have to give the materials in front of them, you have to drag them and bring with you. That time, the other crowd which is following all these things will be also interested and they will try to be involved with that as well. So this week, I really want everybody, and we can also inform the other people who is not in this webinar. We are recording it, we can post it later as well. I want everybody will write a post in the social media. You can use Facebook, you can use Instagram, or you can use Twitter, or you can use whatever you want. You can use YouTube. Your personal experiences and adding the personal experiences to a story and post it like that. Don't be shy, that's very important, because the people who is making good business from the internet, they are, as I said to you before, they are integrating the other people. The time of putting something in front of screen and waiting people will come and catch the hook is unfortunately finished. As we saw in the beginning of this webinar from the big companies, what they're trying to do. So basically, what you can do this week is to write a very nice story. Not so long, not so short, add a couple of photos on it, write to people, ask to your good friends, ask to people who are already good friends with you, their ideas, their opinions, ask some questions to them, try to integrate them. This is the only one post what you can do actually to take attention without burning them up. Don't make it too much. Just something interesting. It will be much more interesting for the people, your Facebook friends, for your social media friends, that they see something different. And one more thing I want to say to you. I had an experience about this subject when we were speaking with other agents before, face-to-face. They were complaining about not so much people showing attention. There are different reasons of this, as we explained here. But there's another reason. If you don't have friends on Facebook, if you don't have so many people who is following you, then you will not have so much likes in the same time. That is the other thing. You should find new people for your social media who will follow you in the same time. So again, don't be shy, finding new connections on the internet. If you spend time every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, while you are in the bus, while you're in the metro, while you're going to somewhere, or when you're at home just resting, spend 5-10 minutes to find new people, to get new contacts, which you can add to your Tobo account as well. And when you're talking about something, try to integrate these people. Don't forget, network is the net worth. We spoke about this before in the seminars as well. If you have more people around you, you will be more popular, your business will be more profitable, and you will make much more big money, especially in our business. Before closing the subject, thank you so much for being with us tonight here. The other thing is, as I said in the beginning, we have now the website to register for our seminar, for the coming seminar, Discovery Seminar. It's www.win.center/discovery. You can find it in our Facebook pages. Please register there. We have the online payment method there now. You can make your payments for the seminars as well. Very important thing, everybody have to register individually. If you are coming with your husband, if you are coming with your children, or if you are coming with your customer, you have to register. Your husband, customer, children have to register separately. Okay, we have approximately around 7 minutes left for this session. So if you have any questions, you can write or you can open your microphone and ask. Before you are preparing your questions, we are making some upgrades in the Tobo. We put there a couple of new things. So go to your Tobo account and check the task sections in the right side in the corner. We are upgrading. The Tobo as well. Mari, I just saw. I hope you. This problem was solved, but anyway, we are upgrading the Tobo. We will have the websites upgraded till seminar. So try to keep an eye on the Tobo all the time. Log in, check the posts, make some comments under it. Let's be more together. Don't forget this week's task. Let's make an impact on the internet this week all together. Now I am waiting for the questions.
So you have to tell the task, you can only see them on the laptop. You cannot see them on the phone.
No, it's fixed now.
It is?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, any questions? I took a photo of the screen. I will see all the posts of everybody, I hope, this week.
Can you say some more examples what people can do? You know, what about they can make a video that they are talking about going to this seminar, that they are going.
Let me give you a fast example. You remember the ice bucket challenge, right? Why it was very effective and why it was very strong and all the world heard about this was because everybody in this video have to challenge a couple of people. They have to involve a couple of people. So what I'm saying is the secret about making nice posts and taking attention of other people is writing a story about your experiences. What did you see? What you're expecting? Which kind of company you are working with? What is the interesting things here? What was the funny things here? And find some questions and ask these questions to some people who are interested. Ask some questions. For example, when you are talking about, let's say, North Cyprus, if you see something interesting here, and if you think that some people will be in that place where you see, ask them. For example, we were in North Cyprus, we were in the seminar, and we went to this place, and there was a very interesting thing there. We will go there again in April. What do you think about this place? Anki, Jane, and Mari, I want to learn about your opinions. Something like that. Be more creative. Right now, I'm not being so much creative, but you can be more creative. Involve people. Ask questions to people. Tag them. Try to make them write comments under it. Okay? You can post our video from the seminar and write a nice paragraph on it and ask people questions. But don't forget, you have to involve people. Don't put it to public and expect that somebody will reply. It may be, but if you ask questions to people, if you tag them, if you ask directly to them, it will be much more effective.
I think
videos are working very good, by the way. Your personal videos are working very good.
Hello. I'm thinking about that you can make a question that you know, like how much do you think is it possible for you to buy an apartment? How much do you think it's going to cost you? Or you know, you can ask a question that people has to answer.
And instead of like directly, people will think that you're trying to sell something. Instead of doing that, let's try to take attention of people by indirect selling, because then people will look at this post and say that, okay, she's or he's trying to sell something to me. Instead of doing that, what I mean is to take people's attention, because that is how the big vloggers, the social media phenomena, the people who has a lot of followers, that is how they are doing it, because to integrate people. So we will come to there as well. We will ask to people the budgets, how much it costs, or what are their budgets. But now we are starting the game. So let's try to take people's attention as much as they can. Some people are making kind of like different contests. They are making, for example, everybody have to post like black and white photo. Well, you can find something, for example, under
another subject, and then you talk about another subject. Then, okay.
Yeah. So we can change, and we can try to take people's attention first, create a nice bridge between each other, and then we can come to this subject that you can invite people to Discovery Seminar. I have now less than one minute. Thank you so much, guys, being with us tonight. It was very, very good to see all of you. And let's rock the posts this week. Anali, I will speak with you after the webinar, okay? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.